Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. In this video, I am going to show you a very interesting model which is quite suited for practical scenarios. This model is from InternLM and this model is 20 billion parameter chat model which has been fine-tuned for particular scenarios, and I will mention it later in the videos, and we will also be trying it out on various benchmarks after installing it locally. This model is quite interesting in a sense that it has already beaten Gemma to 27 billion and comes really close to Llama 3.1 70 billion in a bunch of benchmarks, and that information is available on their model card, and I will drop the link to it in video's description. For instance, on Math Zero short, it has absolutely smoked a lot of other models like even Claude 3.5 Sonnet. If you just think about it, then Claude 3.5 Sonnet has been at number one or number two on the various benchmarks for a long time. And this model has just come up and has beaten it, which is quite good. Also, beating Llama 3.1 70 billion is no small feat, and that is why I'm quite curious to see how it performs on our various benchmarks. So I will be installing this model in full 20 billion, but if you don't have that much GPU, I would suggest that you download the 8-bit quant, and there are various availables on Hugging Face, and you can even fit it on RTX 1490 GPU card. Now, this is an open source 20 billion parameter model. It comes into base and chat model variants, and as I mentioned earlier, it is tailored for practical scenarios. There are few characteristics which shine through for this model. First and foremost, it has got an outstanding reasoning capability. It has already shown state of the art performance on math reasoning, and as I said, it has already beaten Llama 3 and Gemma 2. It has got quite a strong tool use because it supports gathering information from more than 100 web pages. Corresponding implementation has also been released on their website, which you can check out. Also, it has quite a supreme instruction following capability, and it doesn't deviate from the instruction, which is quite good. And they have evaluated the performance on various benchmarks. I'm not going to go into the detail of it. Before I show you the installation and play around with this model, let me give a huge shout out to Massed Compute, who are sponsoring the VM and GPU for this video. If you're looking to rent a GPU on affordable prices, I will drop the link to their website in video's description, and I'm also going to give you a 50% coupon code which you can use on a range of GPUs. Okay, enough talk. Let me take you to my terminal where I'm running this Ubuntu 22.04, and I have one GPU card, NVIDIA RTX A6000 with 48 GB of VRAM, and hopefully it will be able to fit my 20 billion InternLM model. Let me clear the screen. I'm going to activate the Conda environment to keep everything separate. Let's install some of the prerequisites in order to get this thing installed. So I'm installing Torch, I'm installing Protobuf, INOPS, transformers, all the usual suspects in order to get started. And this is going to take a minute or so. So let's wait for it to finish. It's already done because these things were already present in my system. But if you are installing it first time, this is going to take a minute or two. And now let me launch my Jupyter notebook, which is going to launch it in the browser, and then we will download and play with the model. And there we have our notebook. Let's import the libraries and then download the model. So you can see that I'm using chat version of this model because that does the instruction following. And you can see that I'm just selecting float 16. If I would highly suggest that you select it even if you're using this 48 GB of VRAM. Otherwise, it is going to use the full precision 32-bit one, which is going to give you out of memory error unless you have 80 GB or more than that VRAM. So let me run it. It is going to take a bit of a time to download and load the model on my GPU. Let's wait for it to finish. And the model is downloaded. Now let's do the inference. First up, I'm just asking it to write 10 sentences ending with the word beauty, and then I am printing it out in the markdown. Let me run it to see how model performs. Let's wait for it to come back. Okay, so the English capabilities doesn't look too good to me because one, not every sentence is ending in the word beauty, not even a single one. Other than that, the sentences are fine and nothing wrong with them, but they are not as masterfully written as I have seen in other models like Llama 3.1 and rest of it. So, but this was never mentioned in their model card that English was a forte and the language proficiency, but they did say that reasoning is quite capable. So let's try it out on some of the reasoning questions. Okay, so in the next one, I'm asking it a bat and a ball together cost $1.10. The bat cost $1 more than the ball. How much does the ball cost? Let's see what this model does. Let's wait for it to come back. And I think they were right when they said that uh, it's quite proficient in reasoning. You can see the answer is correct. It is the ball cost 5 cents, but look at the way it has solved it. Let's denote the cost of the bat as B and the cost of ball as L, and then it has created a equation. It has done the substitution, and then look at this calculation. Amazing, amazing stuff. Okay, so this is quite good. Let's ask it another logical question. I'm just going to replace this with this one. Let me make it bit more fit in the screen. So I'm asking it, I have a vase, I put a ball in it. The vase is on a kitchen counter. I turn the vase upside down and then transfer it to the living room. Coffee table, where is the ball? Let me run it. And now look at this response that ball will be on the living room coffee table. When you turn the vase upside down, the ball will fall out due to gravity. Since then you transfer the vase to the living room. So this is very good. Okay, let's try out another reasoning one. This is a bit harder. Let me fix it. In the next one, I'm asking it, you have 8 coins and one of them is counterfeit. The counterfeit coin weighs slightly less than the real coins. How can you use a balance scale and only weighing to determine which coin is counterfeit? Let's see how model reasons through it. As we transparently cover every model, look at what happened here. So I asked a question in English and it has responded to me in Chinese. I'm not sure what it is saying in Chinese, but I don't think so. This is good instruction following because let me specifically ask the model to respond in English. Make sure to respond in English. And this is the first time any model has done that, which is quite interesting. Let's try out again. There you go. So now it has given me it in English, and I think it has the answer is very very nice. First weighing, second weighing, and it has divided the coin into 3 groups, and there you go. Look at the answer. Very very nice. Very impressive. Okay, now let's try out another one. The next and final one is quite a classical problem that a farmer needs to cross a river with a wolf, a goat, and a cabbage. And then, how can he take all of them across the river? Because wolf can eat the goat, and can eat the cabbage, and he can only take one of them with him. So, let's see how model uh, resolves this, how it reasons through it. Let's wait for it to come back. And the model has correctly identified that it's a logic puzzle, wolf, goat, and cabbage problem. And then it says that it takes a goat on one side and then takes a goat across the river in a boat, leaving the wolf and cabbage. Yep, that's right. Goes back with the wolf, leaving the goat on the other side. Yes, that is correct. So I think it has done wonderfully well. So, all in all, I totally agree. Reasoning capabilities are really sublime, really, really cool. English proficiency is not that good, but I think model does what it says on its model card. That's it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know what do you think. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you're already subscribed, please do me a favor and share it among your network, as it helps a lot. Thanks for watching.